You're tuned in with Kristen Rochelle here on Outlaw Television Network, and we are at Emerald Lake Nudist Resort. I got Bronco Jr. here with me. This is a fun interview. You know, I do a series of interviews with musicians, but this is the first one at a nudist resort.
Good times.
Yes, good times. So what's better than being a musician than being a nudist musician? It doesn't
They
get
have some
any
fun
better
parties here.
than that. So, how long have you been playing here at Emerald Lake? I mean, I know you play at a lot of other places, but this place fascinates me because you don't have to wear your clothes.
It's fun, man. It's all about freedom out here, man. They do parties like every holiday. You know, they'll do the St. Patty's Day party, the Valentine's party, 4th of July is a big one. They have a Burning Man party out here around the time of Burning Man in August, which is always fun. They do like a big 50-foot effigy over there that we have the fire department on standby, and they'll burn it down. It's a lot of fun. And there's 300, 400, 500 people out here sometimes. You know?
Really?
And yeah, I have never seen a fight here. Like, it's always everybody's happy-go-lucky, just having a good time. It's BYOB. Like, it's a really fun place.
It's kind of like when you're naked, why would you want to really fight?
Yeah, I know, right?
So, maybe we can solve all the world's problems if everybody just got naked.
Yeah.
It would, world peace.
Right?
That would totally fix it. So how long have you been doing music?
I've been playing guitar and singing for 26 years.
Mm-hmm.
But professionally for 16 now. Because I never did any gigs or anything my first few years of playing, and then I joined the Marine Corps. I went off to the Marines when I was about 20 years old. Spent 5 years there, so I got out when I was 25. And when I came to Texas is when I started playing music seriously. I started making a living doing it, and that was in 2008. So ever since then, I've been going strong.
Now, I've heard some of your stuff, and some of it is very heavily influenced by your time in the Marines.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I wrote a couple of songs. Chariot of Death was about our operations in Iraq, and that one, we didn't put that on an album because it had some bad language on it.
That's the one I like. I like that one.
Everybody loves that song. Like my mom, I will be visiting her, and she will have like all her friends that are her age. She's in her 70s, and she will beg me to play that song, and I'm like playing it I'm like, okay, like here we go. You know, it's got a lot of MFers in there and stuff. So.
It's a good song, though. I mean, it comes from your personal experience.
People responded really well to it, and my Marines love it. Like a lot of guys that are in the service that I didn't know when I was in there. You know, I've just heard good feedback. I mean, people will write me randomly sometimes on Facebook, be like, "Yo, man, this guy showed me this song. I love it." You know, and I'm like, that makes you feel good, you know. So,
you know, someone that's not been in the military like myself, it's hard to get into the perspective of somebody that has. But I know that when I listened to that song, that hit really hard, and I was just like, wow.
It took a long time to get that recorded, because I'm one of those people, like, I want it to be perfect like, when we do it, you know. And I had the opportunity to get with a really good producer. His name's Tony Daigle. He's a 6-time Grammy winner, and he's out of Lafayette, Louisiana, who produced it. And my guitar player for my band, Justin Lewis, co-produced it. And with guys like that, man, you can make so much happen, you know? And they really came together and made like my vision of the song like come true, because we put some like actual firefights off of YouTube in that song, like we sampled them, you know. And I thought that was like that was Tony's idea. Like, I kind of just gave him a few ideas that I wanted to do in the song, and he was like, all right. And then he had like the timing of the 50 cal with the drums, and I was like, okay, this guy, like, he's doing it up in there. He's doing his job.
Yeah, so I highly suggest everybody listen to your music, but that song in particular, like that speaks very loudly.
Chariot of Death.
Chariot of Death. Yeah. And you're originally from North Carolina.
Charlotte. I was born in Charlotte. Yeah.
Now, did you move to Texas for the music scene?
I did.
You did?
I did. I spent some time in Nashville before I came down here, but I just, like, once I came to Texas and I was exposed to like New Braunfels and San Marcos area out there, I was like, man, this is like a musician's paradise, man. Like, I love it, you know. And been playing all over Texas and Louisiana, and it's got me some opportunities where I went to Ireland for a week a while back and played some gigs. Like, it's taken me a lot of places being part of this scene, and Texas has been good to me. So.
Texas has a really supportive system.
They really do.
With their music. They're probably one of the states that are like way up there in support
Absolutely.
with musicians.
Yeah, they're on Billboard chart. I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
they do. They do.
yeah,
And other places are kind of trying to fall in line and do that. And I know I'm from Oklahoma,
should.
and
They
we've been
really
working
should.
on it, but we're not there yet.
yeah, you get more exposed in a market like that. You get more exposed to music that really comes from people's hearts. You
Yeah.
know, it's not. It hasn't been like, I guess, commercialized. You know,
Right.
It's just these are songs that people are writing straight from the heart, and they have meaning, and it's raw and it's real. And I like being, you know, in a scene where you are so close with these people. You know, like you go to one of their shows and hang out with you after the show, and you get to sit on the bus with them and
Yeah.
just talk about music and talk about whatever, talk about life. You know.
Everything is really upfront and personal in Texas music.
Mhm.
It really is, and that's what makes it so different from other music communities.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it's been nice, man. I mean, I've done shows with like guys that I really look up to, Chris Knight and Cody Canada and people like that. And when I get to do shows with them, it just means the world to me, you know. And to be able to share the stage with guys like that and learn from them, you know, it gives me a lot of inspiration in my writing and just in life in general. So it's been good.
If you had one influence, though, that you had to pick kind of all across the board that got you into music, like when you were younger, who was it?
You wouldn't think it, but like, when I was in high school, I was obsessed with the Dave Matthews Band.
Really?
I learned.
I don't know anybody that's obsessed with the Dave
I
Matthews Band.
love the way that he played guitar and his energy on stage, you know. And I just like his guitar style is so unorthodox, like, and it's like his melodies are the rhythm and the rhythm is the melody, you know. And it's all, the whole song is built around him and his guitar, and I love that. And like. Just watching him play, I was like, I've got to learn how to do that. So I learned a whole bunch of his songs. I used to play them with my friends all the time, and I don't know, man. Like I got really into his music, and it was pretty cool.
Now, Dave Matthews is either hit or miss. You know, either you like him or you don't like him. You know,
Yes.
we might have to blur that out a little bit. There's people back there.